Hi there.
Hi, if you're new here, my name is Claire.
My name is Irimo.
And welcome to the Wine Safari.
And if you're not new,
Welcome back.
Yeah, so today we're touching on something quite interesting, as always, and it's about grapes used to make the wines that you love. So, of course, different tastes, different people, different palates, different tastes. So we'll cover all-rounded, most common and widely found and most popular grapes around the world.
Yeah. So I believe all grapes have something to offer. So we'll have to mention everything about these wines as we kind of differentiate them from one another, because they're different grapes that make the different wines. It's not like it's made from one grape. So yes.
And if you're only aware of dry white, sweet white, or dry red, sweet red, this is the video that you need to be watching, because we're going to demystify all the different types of grapes that you can find out there, because identifying different characteristics found in different grapes is simply the best thing you can do for yourself in understanding different styles of wine and different tastes of wine. So if you have that covered, you're good to go. There's really nothing more that you need to know, well, unless you're geeking like us over wine, which I hope you do. So yeah, I think we'll jump straight into it, and also mention that grape varieties are many. Like there are about 5,000 or even more, but the world per se is only able to focus on just a few, at least the ones that can be grown all over the world. So yeah, we're going to cover most of those grapes that are known to produce wines everywhere.
So without further ado,
let's get right into it. So let's get straight into the grapes. Yeah. And first and foremost, we'll begin with the most widely known grape, which is Cabernet Sauvignon. And to some, or to most wine drinkers, it's the king of reds. It's the most bold red that you can find out there. It's full-bodied, intense color. So if you're the kind of person who likes power and elegance in their wine, you're definitely in the Cabernet Sauvignon line. And the grape originates from Bordeaux, a region in France. That is where you find them the finest, the grandest of all Cabernet Sauvignons, although other countries do grow the grape because it's quite an adaptive grape. It does well in different regions. What you will find probably the difference is in how it tastes, because from a cool climate region, which actually does best in France, it will tend to be more harsh and bolder and more intense than from a region, say Australia or California, which actually makes some really good wines, considering the fact that California is, and especially Napa Valley, because you do have one from Napa Valley. This is a Napa Cabernet Sauvignon. Can you see?
it's a very bold wine.
Yes. So even from the way it looks, you can tell instantly that this is not your average wine drinker's kind of wine. So we definitely recommend this to someone like a connoisseur or a collector. But while there are these kinds of Cabernet Sauvignons, they are also made in a simple and approachable style for everyday drinking. So it doesn't have to be the most expensive that you're going for. You can find a Cabernet Sauvignon at an average price, which is also quite really a good wine that you can enjoy every day. You can pair with food. So that's basically it about Cabernet Sauvignon. Something probably else to note is that it also makes blends, yes, and in most cases it forms the foundation of a Bordeaux style blend, which is one of the most famous blends in the world. So if you're looking to try something different and it's not a single variety Cabernet Sauvignon, try yourself a Bordeaux, and it doesn't matter.
So this second grape is known as a Merlot, and it's the second widely grown grape after the Cab Sauv, and it first originated in the Bordeaux region, the same as the Cab Sauv, which is still the most grown grape at the Bordeaux region. Merlot is a French word that means the little black bird, and it produces ripe, elegant, and soft wines, which are very easy drinking and very easy to pair with all types of foods. And can be drunk on its own.
Yeah.
This approachable wine is more often recommended to people who are new to red wines or generally new to wines.
Yeah.
Because of it being very, approachable and easy drinking. More often people confuse a Merlot and a Cab.
Yes.
But again, they are so different. As I said, this one is very easy drinking compared to a
Cabernet.
Yeah. But again, they also make Merlot was first recognized in California in the early or throughout 90s to early 20s, where the movie Sideways was premiered in the year 2004, which
actually
brought Pinot Noir into fame.
Yeah, and dropped down
Merlot.
Yeah, it actually ruined reputation for Merlot.
It did.
That is what Sideways is known for. If you have
need
watched
to watch it. But again, the winemakers felt that they need to, bring it up and make people recognize it by giving it the attention that it needs.
Yeah.
And I can feel the impact that people are now open to
drinking
grape, to drink this grape, and many people are familiar to it because many people, when they come to our wine store or this store of ours, they always ask for Merlot, and we have one which is this. It's a very nice wine, which is Red Diamond Merlot. So if you are a Cab lover, but you're looking for something that is more soft and less aggressive, then Merlot can do.
Yeah, Merlot is the best choice, especially when you don't want to think a lot about the kind of wine that you're drinking.
Yeah.
It's just a delicious, juicy red wine. Not sweet, but juicy.
Yeah.
And delicious, so it's definitely always a good choice. The next grape is also a red variety, and this is Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir all around the world is a kind of wine that is kind of approachable, but people fear it because of its complexity. And according to my readings and everyone who speaks about Pinot Noir, it's known as the most sensual of all grapes. And even a better word for it, we call it sex in a bottle. I mean, it's so sexy. It will either overwhelm you or you will fall in love with it. Yes, because I can give you a testament from my experience. When I first tasted it, it was mind-blowing. It doesn't taste like any other grape that you'll find out there. Pinot Noir is quite specific, and it's also known to be a stubborn grape, because the grapes they're way smaller than Cabernet Sauvignon or any other grape. So they're small, they have thin skins, and it's a tough grape to grow. So it's not grown by every winemaker around. Only those who are able to nurture it, because it demands, first of all, it demands a good growing season. It also demands a great terroir, like terroir, this is place, vineyard. It demands that vineyard only be good for that grape. So it's also widely grown out there, but it tends to do only well in certain or particular places. It's also a grape that demands cool climate. So regions that experience cool climatic conditions are able to grow great Pinots. So how does it taste? Think of earthy taste, like if you are as kiddos as we were, and you ate a bit of soil or sand, that is instantly what Pinot Noir reminds me of. It also reminds me of leaves, dry, wet leaves, the barks of trees, mushrooms. So it's a very earthy tasting kind of wine. And if you want to understand acidity in wine, I think Pinot Noir also expresses that quite well. So a sense of acidity, earthy tones, mushrooms, wild strawberries. It's a very interesting style of red wine. And it's not for the light-hearted, so it's either you love it or you don't. Yes.
It's true, it's known to be, people who drink wine, Pinot Noir, they're known to be wine snobs.
Yeah, like you drink a Pinot Noir.
I only stick to Pinot Noir.
Yeah. That's mostly, it's mostly associated with wine notes, and I don't think that should be the case. It's just an
It came from
interesting
the
complex
same
red wine.
movie Sideways.
Oh yes,
Wow.
that movie made Pinot Noir so freaking famous. As soon as that movie was, the popping wine movie at that time, Pinot Noir was selling mad.
Other grape is known to have the highest scores when it comes to intensity matter. It has so much antioxidants compared to other red wines, and it's the Syrah. So is Syrah and Shiraz the same grape? Yes and no. Because they are both made from a dark-skinned grape, but based on where they are grown or based on the climate, then we should expect to have different characteristics from the wine. So this wine originated again from France in the Rhone Valley. You can realize that most of these grapes come from French or France.
Yeah, France is the father of grapes.
Grapes, yeah, wine grapes. So it came from the Rhone Valley. Old world countries like France, it tends to be more high in acidity and have herbaceous aromas. When it comes to the New World countries, it tends to have more fruit-forward flavors and lots of spice.
It's very spicy.
Yeah.
Explosive kinds of spice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly for every wine drinker.
Yeah. So we have it here. We have a Syrah.
You can even see how it's bottled. It's kind of like noble and royalty kind of wine.
So Sauvignon Blanc also originated from the Bordeaux region in France, but in the Bordeaux region is known as the Sancerre. We'll put it here. So it will be labeled after the region it was born in.
Yeah.
So it's a Sancerre, but Sauvignon Blanc is generally refreshing and has a great minerality and flavors and aromas of grasses. What else do you get? Herbs and a very nice crisp.
It's crisp and fresh and balanced, and it also reminds me of limes, like citrusy.
Yeah, that's what it's crisp of.
Yeah, it's a very fresh white wine.
Yeah, and also it's high acidity. It makes it that more crispier. But there's a difference between a Sauvignon Blanc from the New World countries and the Old World countries. The Old World countries, it will tend to lie on the minerality and herb to be more herbaceous.
Yeah.
While the New World countries, it will tend to be more fruit forward and to have a more tropical fruit forward taste and also grassy. You'll feel the grassiness in it when you taste it. Because most of the people, when they go to buy this Sauvignon Blanc, they'll always look for that taste, the grassy taste.
Yeah, that is what a Sauvignon Blanc is known for.
It is true, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can pair it with light foods, like
Salads, yeah. A salmon, yeah.
Seafoods, yeah.
Okay, so we can go right to Chardonnay. Now, Chardonnay is kind of like the most popular white grape. It makes dry white wines, and it's especially loved for this ability to be flexible. So winemakers are able to manipulate the grape to making the kind of wine that they desire. So it has no rules. That's why you find super oaky Chardonnays, medium oak Chardonnays, to quite less oak Chardonnay that are actually made in stainless steel tanks. So it's a grape that is adaptive to different styles of winemaking. It also originates from France. As you said, France is basically the father figure of grapes. That is where most grapes are commonly originate from. So, and Chardonnay the same, but from a region called Burgundy. And when you go to France, you would typically not find the name Chardonnay on the labels. So what you should be looking for is a name like Chablis. Drinking a Noc Chardonnay, you can seriously taste the oak and the wood in that wine. And although it's a white, that's what makes Chardonnay actually a complex white wine. It's known to be a complex white wine, especially when it's made through barrel fermentation, because it can go through barrel fermentation, malolactic. So if you're looking for a style of, for a Chardonnay bottle out there, we have one right here, Columbia Crest Chardonnay, which is from Columbia Valley, a very popular region with Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, which is a grape, Cabernet Sauvignon. Yes, so that's a Chardonnay for you. And if you're looking for, that's definitely an oaked Chardonnay. It has been oaked in barrels. If you're looking for fresher styles, they are also, you can also find them out there. So you don't have to, you know, fix yourself in that crowd of people that love oaked Chardonnays. If you don't like it, then you don't have to rock with it, and there's an option for you because you don't like oaked Chardonnay. Right?
Yeah. I love oaked Chardonnay, but not still.
Really?
For me, I prefer oaked.
I thought it's the other way around. Okay, so we both love oaked Chardonnays. We love vanilla, butter, all that stuff, because that's the buttery business that you taste in a Chardonnay that has been oaked. If that style,
other white wines, I guess.
Yeah, it actually sets it apart because it makes it more complex as a white wine. If that doesn't rock your boat, it's fine. You will find stainless steel matured Chardonnays, which are actually,
which are also good.
Yeah, simply as good as any dry white wine that you can find out here. So whichever it is, as long as it makes you feel Chardonnay, that's a word, probably not. Do grab yourself one and tell us your experience on it.
Okay, now we are to the Riesling
and dry wines. No, Riesling is actually very versatile.
Yeah. So Riesling is from the region of Rhine region in Germany. It comes from Germany, and like other grapes that we've spoken about today. And Riesling is Riesling is a grape that is known to produce almost all styles of wine, of white wines. It can be sweet, dry, semi-sweet, or sparkling wine. So it's usually so aromatic, which displays flowery, almost perfumed aromas and flavors, and as well as high acidity. It has so much acidity in it. And when you speak about a Riesling, most of the people will be like, oh no, I don't do sweet wines. But as I said, it produces all types of, or all styles of wines.
And especially in Germany, if you want to taste the real stuff, you want to try a Riesling from Germany.
Yeah, from Germany.
There they gauge the Rieslings according to sweetness profile.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a bone dry Riesling, try one from Germany. It will definitely give you that.
Yeah.
Because the ones from California, like the one we have here, it's softer and a bit, people say it's kind of semi-dry.
Yeah.
So it's not that dryness that cuts through you.
But the thing with Riesling is that even though it's dry, you'll still find an edge of sweetness when you're, swallowing it. And this is because the winemakers say it's because of its high acidity. They try to make sure there's residue sugars to balance the acidity from the grape.
Yeah.
So that's why you always find a taste of
a hint of sweetness
in it. So I'll show you an example of a dry wine, of a dry Riesling. This is a dry Riesling from
Columbia Valley
in Washington State, USA. This is also a sweet Riesling. And whenever you see a sweet Riesling written late harvest or harvest select,
what does that mean?
That's a sweet grape that was just, it's sweet because it was recently
it card so much that the sweetness concentrates. Because when they're looking for this one, they're juicy, they have a lot of juice. This one, karibu tukaya mini raisins.
True.
That's late harvest.
Late harvest. And the thing is, something unique about Riesling is that they are always 100%. they're never blended.
Yeah, it's
So
the
very
kind of
pure.
wine that is okay when it's own. It makes fantastic wines. And also something to note, if you like Rieslings and if you've not tasted one, they're quite dangerously easy to drink. So this bottle, I bet you can drink it on its own or you pair with food. It's also very versatile with food. You can take one bottle down. Yeah, so through to the end.
Yeah, as we did.
Yeah, because covering the basics and on specific grape varieties, it's a good foundation for you to understanding how wine presents itself.
Yeah.
So if you understand the characteristics of a Cabernet Sauvignon, if you understand the characteristics of a Riesling, no matter where you are, when you order that style of wine, you are assured that whatever you'll be tasting should be what you're familiar with. It will definitely always have a baseline to what you should expect. So that's the good thing about understanding grape varieties.
Yeah. The basic line is it helps you to choose the right bottle
For yourself. Yeah.
So yes, we have come to the end of our video today and we hope you enjoyed. But don't forget to comment, to subscribe.
Did you like this video?
To share.
Are there grapes you would like us to get into? Are there grapes that you have come across that you have not mentioned? Yeah, so don't hesitate to say something about it. We hope that you like this video, obviously, and we'll see you next time in the next one.
Yeah, we will see you next time.
Yeah, so that's all, guys. Please do remember, always take care of your wine. Bye.